Hey Flosstubers, it's SJ here from Fanstitchtic. It's been a few weeks, probably about a month actually. No reason why really, just that time and life got away with me, and it seems like we're speeding straight through August with no stopping. Before long it will be September and I'll be back at work, which is exciting because I can't wait. I miss it so much. But yeah, so I've got a few things to show you. I have a FFO and a few whips. I've been concentrating on just 2 or so stitchings to try and get them finished, because I don't like having lots of whips at a time. I'm definitely like a 1 or 2 project person and then start a new one when I can. But lockdown got the better of me and I started loads, as you know. So I'm trying to finish those, to cut down on those so that I can concentrate on what I've started, finish them and then start more. But I do have quite a few plans of what I'm going to stitch next, which I can share with you as well. So let's get started. First things first, when was it? July? I think it was July. No, 1 minute. January, March, May, July. Yeah, it was July. So the next one's out in September. Cunning Cross Stitch released his next Harry Potter instalment, Letters from Hogwarts instalment, which I have inside my lovely, beautiful Harry Potter project bag. I'm just going to open that up to show you what the instalment was. Here it is. So, I haven't completely finished the section, because I wanted to go back and do something else, so it got put to the side. It's literally just the envelopes I need to finish down the bottom, and that's it. And then the next instalment will come out in September. So this is the Letters from Hogwarts out, and if you're not that familiar with it, I have an actual whole video just on the Letters from Hogwarts out to tell you more about it. It's by, as I said, Cunning Cross Stitch. And as you can tell by the title, it's about Harry Potter. So we have got so far, oh, I'm trying to get it in the screen, to here. Every time I look at it, I'm just like, oh my god, it's so like amazing. His designs are astounding and I absolutely love it. So the release that happened in July is this section here, which is going to not Honeydukes. Well, yeah, I went to Honeydukes, but the premise of the story is that each chapter is based on a different year in Hogwarts, and in the 3rd year we go to what's it called? It's going to bug me. We're Honeydukes. It's not Diagon Alley. Hogsmeade. My head. Hogsmeade. We go to Hogsmeade. So you've got Honeydukes there, and you could choose also to go to the 3 broomsticks. And then you had Weasley's Wheezes, because it's set in the future. So he, in his story, Weasley's brothers had a shop there. So I chose to go to Honeydukes in my little story, and I've got a chocolate frog, which is the most cutest thing ever. Look at it. I got some Bertie Bott's Every Flavour beans, a sugar quill, and then sticking out the bag I have some slugs and a cockroach, and I absolutely love it. And as I said, I've just got to finish the envelopes down the bottom here, and that'll finish that section off beautifully. So yeah, I'm really excited to get this one finished and up and framed, but I still have 2 more sections to go in September and November, and I'm excited to see what they are. I'm thinking maybe something to do with Triwizard Tournament, like dragons, yeah, and then something to do with maybe the owls, OWLs. I'm not too sure. We shall see what the genius Stuart designs for us. So that is the Letters from Hogwarts sale that I've been doing. I'm going to pop it back in my beautiful bag. There we go. I also got a little haul. I'm actually going shopping today to Hobbycraft to get some supplies, because I have run out of some DMC threads that I need, and I need some more 18 count Ada, so just have a little trip up there to get those bits and pieces. Oh, and I need to get a mount and a frame for something that I finished, which I'll show you in a minute, which I'm not keeping, because now I want to keep it. Now I finished stitching it, I'm like, I want to keep it, I want to keep it. I'm just going to have to stitch it again for myself. It's fine. So I want to show you a book that I got, and it is from Emma Congdon, and it is Cross Stitch for the Soul, and it's absolutely beautiful. Like, the quality of the book in general is lovely. This pattern I want to stitch as well. I won't stitch the 20 designs by Emma Congdon, but I want to stitch this part of it in my own colours. I'm just going to show you a little bit of the inside of what you can get with this book. So you have designs here on this page and designs here on this page. There's 20 designs in the book, and they're the designs that you get to stitch. My favourite ones, I'm going to show you my favourite ones. That's the most easiest thing probably. And then you can see, not that one, it looks like it looks similar to my favourite one. That one did. Not that one. Nope, not that one. I've got two really favourite ones. No, not that one. Every day is a good day. There it is. This one says, "No act of kindness, however small, is ever wasted." And I think that's an amazing quote. Try not to get the glare on the screen. So that is the design, all stitched up and fabulous. So you get a little blurb about the design, you get the picture of the design, and then of course you get it all done out in its cross stitches, and that's what I'm showing. So you can see what you need and obviously it's got a key as well on the side. So it's really easy to read, and I've already stitched one piece from here, which is my FFO, which I shall show you later. And then my second favourite stitch from this one is that I'm going to be doing soon when I finished one more. Nope, it's the last one, isn't it? Nope. Yeah, I think it's the last one. There it is. Yep, it is. It always seems impossible until it is done, by Nelson Mandela, and she's done that on a lovely blue Ada, and that's just gorgeous. So I'll be stitching quite a few of these from this book because it's amazing. And I actually got this book from. So I've got two of these books, because I'm greedy. But there's a story behind why I have two books. I brought a book of this from a website called Fish Pond. And it was like a tenner, which is amazing price for what you get. And I waited and waited, and it got to like a month, and I was like, where the hell is this book? Like, I'm still waiting for this book. It's been ages. So then I googled Fish Pond, and it came back with review after review after review of didn't receive my book, it's a scam, they take your money and they don't deliver you anything. And I was like, oh, that sucks. But at the end of the day, I only spent a tenner, so I wasn't that miffed about it, and I just kind of let it go. And I was like, well, you know, whatever, it's a tenner. I know that, you know, is a lot to some people, but I can bear to lose out on a tenner. I'll just buy it again. So I bought it again from eBay this time. I looked at the reviews and saw that it was a trusted seller, and it came within 2 days. So I was like, yay, I finally got it. I can start the project that I need to start for school. Fast forward like literally 3 days ago, and I get this post, and I'm like, well, I haven't ordered anything, and I wonder what it is. I'm feeling it. I'm going, what's a book? I haven't ordered a book, and I open it up, and it's the book from Fish Pond, and I'm thinking, well, like, it said it was a scam, so why have I got the book? So it's not well, I don't know. Other people have had really bad reviews about it, you know, and a bad experience about it, but I got my book, so, you know, I've got now 2 books, so I don't know what to do with one of them. I might you know, give it away. Maybe I might give it away to one of you lovely people. So yeah, I would recommend Cross Stitch to the Soul. if you haven't already got it, which I'm sure a lot of you have, because it's an amazing book and it's done by an amazing designer. So I'm looking forward to stitching pretty much probably every single one of those designs in that book. So I also have been doing my own SAL, my own stitch along, which you can find on my website and my Facebook group, which I'll pop in the little description thing below. And this SAL is about ice creams. I thought because it's summer, I would release a different ice cream every week to make up a ice cream stitch along, and I've been stitching the release that is happening today. I'm going to finish it off and then post it, but I'm going to show you a little sneak peek, and maybe you can guess what it is before I release it. So I release my ice cream SAL every Monday around about 6:30, sometimes a little bit earlier depending on what my schedule is for the day. And I've been really enjoying it, stitching it myself, and I've had good feedback on my Facebook group as well, which is lovely. The only thing that I kind of regret that I didn't realise was that ice creams around the world are majorly different. So I've been releasing these, and I'm from the UK, so all these ice creams are from the UK, and people haven't been knowing what they are, but they've been really supportive and really welcoming about the fact that, you know, all ice creams are different, and they've been really intrigued by the ice creams that we have over here. So this is my ice cream for summer SAL, and along the top row we have a Neapolitan, we have a fruit pastel, a fab. It needs to be ironed out, that crease is annoying me. There we go. Neapolitan, a fruit pastel, a fab, and a bubblegum funfetti. And then along the bottom we have had a 99 cone, a twister, and then this one here that I'm stitching up at the moment, which to me looks obvious, but obviously I know what it is, that's why it looks obvious to me. So it is just a little stitch along, weekly stitch along, and at the moment I am planning and deciding if I'm going to do a Christmas stitch along, what that will look like, and also I need to stitch up and test stitch the SAL that I have planned for 2021, and then I'll give more details about that one on my Instagram, YouTube, you know, all the usual channels that I have, so you can get involved in those ones. So yeah, this new ice cream will be released today, later on, and I'm excited to see the finished pieces of other people stitching them up. People have chosen green fabric, I think I've seen a pink fabric, all different kinds of fabrics, and then somebody's asked me whether they can change the design a little bit by putting a background in, because they're going to go on white fabric and it's blending in and they don't want it to blend in. I'm like, sure, yeah, do what you want, I'm just happy enough to give the designs to you. And then I also have some designs on my Etsy that I sell as well, so feel free to have a look on there, and again I shall link everything down in the description below. And then we've only got 2 more things left, because like I said, I've been concentrating on just 2 pieces to get them finished, and then I ran out of colours, so then I started a different one. But as I said, I've got some plans as well to tell you about, so there's lots more coming. It's just I've got hair on my arm and it's irritating me, sorry. So yeah, the other designs I will show you that I'm planning to do. I've got lots of ideas, it's just getting the time to do them, as we all know, and obviously when I go back to work in September it's going to be a little bit harder with time, but I'm sure, you know, the main thing that I want to get done is this Disney blanket, which is the next thing that I'm going to show you. So I've got 14 squares of that, and I'm on square 4. And I only started it a few months ago, down in lockdown, so I think I've done pretty well with that. For you that are new and maybe don't know about this project, I got a baby blanket eons ago, and it's just been sitting there, and in lockdown I found it again, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to start it. So I've decided that it's got 28 squares, and I've decided to stitch 14 of those squares with different Disney movies. And I'm not going to know, I've just chosen my favourite 14 Disney movies, and I've put it into a spinner app thing, and each month the spinner app decides for me which one I'm going to stitch, and then I put a picture into my program that I have, and it makes a pattern for me, and I stitch it. And I have a little tweak with colours, because sometimes the colours are wrong or the pattern just looks really fuzzy, and I don't like more than 50 colours really. So yeah, basically. So this is my Disney blanket. We have started already. Oh, so big, I'm trying to get it in. We've started already with this one I did back in May, I think it was, and it's Lion King. Oh yeah, I just love it. Got all those blues in there, absolutely gorgeous. Then I span the spanner again, and it gave me Oliver and Company, and there he is, little Oliver, gorgeous again. Then I span the spinner again, and it gave me Rapunzel, or Tangled should I say. So there's Tangled, looking at the lights. And then I span the spinner again, and this month it gave me, because I'm doing it every month as well, it gave me Atlantis. So I've got Kida here, and I was going to finish this off before I started what I had started and have finished already, but I ran out of the brown that I'm using and the white that I'm using, so that I'll be going to Hobbycraft today to get those colours, and also to find a mount and a frame for the one that I finished, which I'll show you in a second. So I've just got a little bit more to do on her, and then we'll see what the spinner spins for the next few months and finish off the blanket. And then once I've got it completely finished, it's so big, it's 45 inches long. Once I've got it completely finished, I'm then gonna get it binded and backed with a lovely fabric to be able to use as a wall hanging or a blanket for any future little misses or misters, pages. Well, it won't be Page, will it? Because, you know, it'll be the father's name. But you know what I mean, like my children in the far off future, it'll be for them, and then their children. You know, something that can be passed down through the family. But yeah, I think it's lovely, and I've been really enjoying stitching it. So, even though it does take me forever sometimes, the Rapunzel one wasn't 50 colours. It was like 121 colours, and it felt like it took forever. But actually, I think it took just over 2 weeks, or just under 2 weeks. And so far, the Atlantis, the Kida one, has been taking probably about the same. I've been doing it now about 9 days, and once I get the other threads, I can get on with doing the rest of the rest of the brown and white, and get that finished. And I think it'll be again about 2 weeks that it'll take me to finish that one. So every piece is about 2 weeks, which actually, in hindsight, that's pretty fair timing. Although that is like all day stitching for those 14 days, and I won't be able to do that when I go back to school in September. So they will probably be taking a little bit longer when I go back to school, which is fair enough. Atlantis is actually one of my favourite movies, not movies completely, but like Disney movies. I like all the original ones, like Oliver and Company. Sword in the Stone is like my all-time favourite, and Kida is, Atlantis is like my third or fourth favourite. And funny story, I dressed up as Kida when I went to Disney in 2018 with my best friend for the Halloween not so scary party. You're allowed as an adult to dress up as one of the characters, because really you're not allowed to, because people get confused and think that you're actually a character, which is fair enough. You know, they want to keep it low key. But on this day of the Halloween party, they allow you to dress up. So I dressed up as Kida, and I was actually surprised with how many people knew who I was. I was like waiting to see if anyone actually knew who I was, because no one really knows Atlantis or Kida, and they did. So that, you know, that's good fun, and I enjoyed making the costume and wearing the white wig, and it was good fun. So yeah, I shall post a picture on Instagram, and you can see the picture of me as Kida when I finish that Kida. And then I have an FFO, which is exciting, but like as I said earlier, it's not for me. I'm not keeping it. So I'm going to Hobbycraft to buy a mount and a frame to frame it in. I have washed it. I haven't ironed it yet, so it's still really creased up and crinkly. But once I iron it, it'll be fine. And it is from the Cross Stitch for the Soul book, and it's going in my school. My school have made what they're calling a wobble room, which is basically for the children to go to for calming down, or having some time for themselves if they're having a bad day. And it's been amazingly painted by an artist and joint collaboration with our students, painting little woodland animals to go on the outside, and he's painted everything inside like tones of yellow and blue because they're calming colours, and it's just amazing. It's absolutely amazing. So an email went out about, you know, does anyone have anything that they could add to the room? And I said, oh, you know, I'm happy to do some cross stitching. So I've done a cross stitch. I've got another one to do as well, and I have chosen to do some quotes from Emma Congdon's book. And we went for, it's very fitting for 2020, when it rains, look for rainbows, when it's dark, look for stars. And here it is. And as I said, it's very crinkled up, but it's got gorgeous blue tones and purple tones. And I don't know if you can see it on the purple, but the blend of the purple is used using 3 purples, and it blends so beautifully up the S, up and down all the letters. It's got a gorgeous rainbow in the middle, which goes very well 2020, as we all know. So this will be framed, mounted and framed, and popped into the room for the kids. And I hope that they enjoy it, to look at it as much as I've been enjoying to stitch it. As I said, with the book, it's quite an easy, quick stitch. I did that, I think, in 6 days. And the next one I've got planned, it'll probably take me the same. But I don't think I'll have it ready for September because I've got other things I'm doing as well. But at least one will be ready for when we go back to school for September. Plans for 2020. Well, no, you know, half the plans have been cancelled. But the rest of the plans for 2020 to do with stitching. I have, obviously, to finish off the baby blanket. I don't think it's not going to be finished this year. Like, no way is it going to be finished this year. Finished next year. I'm still doing my DMC sampler, which I was hoping to have finished by September. That's not going to happen. A few more months yet to get that finished. That's been going on for years. I really need to get that finished, but you know, we're getting there. We will get there. What else have I got? I've got a list. Oh, the aerial piece by Thomas Kincaid. I'm still only 25%. I haven't done any more of that. Kind of lost my mojo with that one a bit, because it's just so technical and intricate, and it really takes focus to be able to do. So yeah, that will come back out once I've kind of got a bit more time. I know I've got lots of time on my hands now, but I've got other projects that I want to do. So when I've got more time and I finished other projects, and I can just concentrate again on just that one and get some stitches in it, because I've come to a slump with that one. I'm also doing the peppermint purple Year of Black works out, but I have only got to week 25, I think it is, and we're at week like 33 now, so I need to catch up on that as well. But again, I haven't had the time with the other projects to get back onto that one, but I will this month, probably at the end of this month. I shall give myself a few days to catch up with that, and they're very quick and easy to catch up with because it's black work. Each section, it probably takes about an hour maximum, maybe not even that, like half an hour maximum, so that one I can catch up quite quickly and quite easily. And that's it. Oh, I did do another stitch. I finished another stitch. What am I like? It's in this drawer down here. Sorry, the weird crouching over position. There it is. So I also participated in another stitch along by Nerd Stitch Along group. Nerdfelt, that's her name. Nerdfelt, and it's a Facebook group, also on Facebook. Nerd Stitch Along, I think it is. I'll pop it again in the description down below. And she did a very interesting sale, like a puzzle sale. So it was every day she posted a thing called a nonogram, which is going to be hard to explain. It's like a gridded square. It's got numbers at the top and at the side, which correspond to how many black squares are going to be inside that grid. So each grid was a 10 by 10, which corresponded to a part on your pattern, and they had numbers at the top and numbers at the side to work out how many black squares are in that column or in that row, and then that corresponds to your stitches. I don't know if I explained that well enough or not, but she did it, and it was a mystery fandom thing, and it turned out in the end to be this, which is, are you I haven't got my glasses on, so I guess turn it to me. Are you a fan of delicious flavour? Which I didn't actually know the quote, and I don't actually know the fandom either, but people have said that it's from, I think, Psych, which doesn't matter to me that I don't know the fandom. I enjoyed doing all the puzzles and plotting the stitch. So I chose DMC colours for this around the border and down here, but the writing is done in Weeks Dye Works Blackberry. So it's nice pinky purpley reddy colours, like a burgundy. And I think it's still really cute, and it's done on 11 count Ada, so I did it on really big Ada, otherwise it would end up like teeny tiny. But I think it's really cute, even though I don't know where it's from, and I know that she's got more planned as well for her next stitch alongs and stuff, so do check her out as well. But plans for 2020, I have plans to do the Haunted Mansion. It's not a stitch along. Basically, on Etsy, a shop called Good Morning Maui, I think that was called, something like, yeah, Good Morning Maui. They released a new pattern about the Haunted Mansion, and it's a big, huge pattern. And then Lollipop Stitches posted about that we could all join together and do it as a SAL. She has started. I have not started yet. I have dyed my fabric bright green, because it's going to be gorgeously green, and I was thinking maybe purple, but I went with green in the end. And I will get round to starting that stitching soon, probably in September when I go back to school. And it's all to do with the Haunted Mansion, so I shall post more about that later. And then I also have plans to do, which I spoke about before in a video before, a Witchy Stitcher, the AntiSocial bat pattern as well. I don't have pictures of these, and I don't do editing with lovely pictures beside of me, so you know, if you're interested, just go and Google them or Etsy them. But yeah, other than that, that is all I've been doing really, and that's all I've got planned, which is kind of interesting. But you know, I can hear my stepdad talking in the background, and it's putting me off this video anyway. So yeah, I hope you guys, I said it's been about 4 weeks, so I hope you guys have had awesome, you know, month, and you've been doing some really cool activities, and just, you know, being able to take time and stock for yourself. I know that this lockdown has been hard on a lot of people, and it's been hard on me. I've definitely had my up and down days, and I've been so grateful to be able to sit back and take stock and still push through. We can all push through. And things are starting to look up and open up, and you know, I was supposed to be in Peru this week, but I can go next year if it happens next year. But yeah, we just need to keep pushing through, and everything will turn out the way it's meant to be. I do believe full-heartedly in fate, and what will be will be. So thank you again for watching my Flosstube. Hope you enjoyed some of the pieces, and more pieces to come, and I'll see you all soon. Bye.